Yes people, welcome back to a new YouTube video on my channel. As you can see from the title of the video, today we're going to be talking about why the 9 to 5 life isn't for me and why it isn't for you. Now I've decided to put this video together almost a bit like not as such a rant, but kind of me getting off my chest what I feel about working a 9 to 5 and what I feel about kind of the modern society kind of career path. And I just thought a lot of people on here that are kind of searching or watching this video, or my subscribers, might be able to relate to, or might be able to think, I don't know, maybe like Cam's thinking outside the box, maybe there actually is more to life than just working in an office or doing all this kind of other stuff. Now before we go any further, I just want to say that don't think I'm saying working in an office or working a 9 to 5 is the worst decision ever, as for a lot of people, and especially for me as well, kind of that helps you to level up to the next level. And sometimes you need to work in these jobs to understand different skills, understand how to communicate with people, which is a very important skill, and these kind of things that you pick up, your punctuality, as well. These are kind of skills that will be with you for life and will actually prove dividends and be very important in the kind of your future life. Now, also just want to apologise that if I'm sounding quite bunged up, it's because I've just come back from Cyprus for 2 or 3 months, so I've kind of got a bit of a flu, a bit of a cold, so don't worry, it's just as annoying for me as it is probably for you guys watching. Hopefully that doesn't put you off the video, and hopefully you're going to carry on watching and get some really valuable advice. Also, if you stay to the end of the video, then I'll give you guys kind of some ways which you can kind of root out of the 9 to 5 and escape the so-called rat race. This is no kind of quick scams, nothing like that. I'm not going to tell you that you're going to be a millionaire in 3 weeks if you listen to what I say, but some kind of realistic and solid pieces of advice which I wish I had when I was in your position. Firstly, I just want to touch on why the 9 to 5 might not be for everybody. Why kind of there might be people out there who are thinking, damn, like I don't know what to do with my life, but I also don't want to be stuck in an office or stuck in a warehouse for like the next 20 or 30 years. Now some of the worries that you might be having is, I don't know, maybe kind of the time schedule. You think working 8 hours, 10 hours a day isn't good for you, and like your productivity is not the best when you're doing these kind of working hours. Especially for me, I thought, why am I working 8 to 10 hours a day for somebody else to kind of live their dreams as such? And I'm there slaving away, probably get an hour break if that, which I'm probably not even going to get paid for. And I just think like my time could be used so much more like productively or more useful. And it's also like the flexibility, like if you want to go to like the dentist in the morning, or you've got an appointment, then you've got to book the morning off work or things like that. And it's like, now that kind of I do what I need to do for myself, I'll make my own money online and through other different pieces of income, streams of income, then I don't have to like worry about whether when the dentist says, oh, can you do next week on a Monday at 2 PM, I can just say yes, because I know that I'll make the time free. I don't have to think, oh, I've got work, or let me ask my boss, things like this. And it's little things like this that make me think I don't ever want to go back to that life. Also, you've got things such as like your creativity and your innovation. So when you're working these jobs, 8 hours, kind of packing or doing something, I don't know what your jobs are, but you don't have time for like to create ideas or to think creatively and to kind of write down kind of ideas on pieces of paper, and this is actually very detrimental to your future growth, because it's them kind of ideas where you're just sitting down and you get a random thought in your head that you have to write down, and then you come back to it later on, because when you're at work you could be having this idea, and this could be the idea that maybe changes your life or makes you start that business that you've always wanted to start, and you just get that random thought in your head, and before you know it, you could be at work and then a customer calls you over as you're about to write it down, and then after that you forget your idea and you're thinking, like, why didn't I just write that down? Like, that was literally, could have been life changing. And it's these little moments which, when you're working a 9 to 5, it can be detrimental and it can have a massive impact on your future. And you might think that I'm over exaggerating and things, but it is literally as simple as that. You guys that are watching this, that understand what I'm saying, you know kind of what I'm saying, but it's mad because something as little as that could literally change your life forever. Another thing is that, like, when you're working these 9 to 5s, your work-life balance is not great at all. If you think about it, Monday to Friday, you're working 9 till 5. You're leaving the house probably at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm talking roughly here because I don't know what everybody does for a job. 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, you get home at maybe 6 or 7 PM. That's like 12 hours of your day. Say if you get home at 6 PM, you get home, you've got to eat your dinner, you've got to shower, and before you know it, you've got like, I don't know, maybe you've got an activity as well. Maybe you do like football on the night time. That's like 3-4 hours of your day. 6, 7, 8, 9. You got to 9 PM and then you've got to be up again for like 6 o'clock in the morning. So you're thinking, it's 9 PM. I've done like nothing that I really want to do for myself. I haven't really got my own time. and I've got to be up for work again in the morning. And it's this kind of balance which I struggled with as well. It's like, why am I going through this and doing this when I know that kind of my boss isn't doing this, and I know kind of he's got more freedom as such, even though the business owners are probably more, I guess, stressful and kind of more involved in the business as such, but they've got more free time because if they want to go on holiday next week, they can. Like, you're doing the work for them. You're just like, you're a cog in the machine. And this is something that I watched on a video from Ali Abdul, I think his name is, and he talks about how we're all just cogs in a machine when you work for someone. When you're an employee, you are literally a cog in the system. As soon as you're a cog, you can get replaced, and within a week you can get put back into the system. Someone else, sorry, can get put back into the system. So it's like, you are this cog in the machine, and you've got to understand that, especially if you're kind of working a corporate job. And when you're working these silly hours, like, you miss out on times, like, you miss out on, I don't know, going out with the boys or going out with your family, or if you've got kids, you're missing out on kind of after school trips or after school presentations, or I don't know what's going on in your life, but you're missing out on these things where realistically, is it worth it? Like, is an extra, I don't know, 10, 20 pound an hour worth, kind of, is 20 quid, for example, worth missing out on your child learning how to swim every week, for example? So that's what you've got to weigh up. It's not easy. I know it's not easy. I'm sitting here now, like, I'm talking to you guys and I'm saying, oh, it's easy, it's easy. I know it's not easy, but I know there's people out there who have got the same mindset as me, and this video is to just implement in your mind that there is more out there and you can do more of your life. Just kind of follow people that are 2 or 3 steps ahead of you, whether that's me, whether that's someone else that you follow on social media, because at the moment I also do what you guys are doing. I'm watching videos on people that are 2, 3 steps ahead of me, and that's going to put me up to the next level. What are they doing which kind of I can implement in kind of what I'm doing now in my life? And you learn from them, and if you can get in contact with them, even better. If you can as well, I also recommend, and I'm not trying to sell you anything because I don't actually sell anything currently at the moment, but if the best investment I've made is kind of buying courses and investing into people. I didn't go to university, you see, so the thing is, people will spend 9 grand a year on a university course, which they don't really want to do. They're just doing it because, I don't know, their mum or dad want them to do it, but they'll be scared to spend £1 grand on a course from someone who has released, I don't know, how to quit the 9 to 5, and you'll be like, I don't know whether to buy that. Is it a scam? But realistically, that's the person you want to be. That's where you want to be in life. So why are you not investing your money into learning, into kind of your own skill set? Little rant over there, but I had to get that one out of the way. That was just kind of me going off on a tangent, but you understand what I mean if you watch this video and you can see where I'm coming from. And the last reason I just want to talk about why the 9 to 5 might not be for you is because you want more control over your life. You want kind of more purpose. You want to do things that you want to do. You don't want to listen to your boss, for example. You don't want to be put on the back burner. You just want to have more control of your life, and that's kind of the main aim, isn't it? To have time, location, and financial freedom. That's the 3 big aims that I have in my life personally. And to get there, you're not going to get there working for somebody else. You're only going to get there when you kind of run a business yourself, or you're kind of self-sufficient with what you do in your work life. Now, I did mention I was going to briefly touch on other arrangements which you could do in your life to kind of get you rolling in the right direction into working for yourself and getting out of kind of the cog in the system as such. You could do things like remote working, freelance working, obviously entrepreneurship, being a business owner. These are things which will kind of lead you into these paths, lead you into meeting these people who are in similar mindsets as you. Me personally, I've done a lot of freelance work. For you guys that don't know, I also do photography and videography on the side. So that's one of my sources of income. So realistically, I only ever started doing photography and videography so I could pick up a camera and to work anywhere in the world. I always had it in my head, I thought, how can I work anywhere in the world? Like, how can I be anywhere in the world and still earn a living? And I thought, I ain't going to do it just sitting in an office. I ain't going to do it working for the fire service. So I thought, why don't I pick up a camera, learn how to do learn a skill which can take me anywhere in the world. I can do photography anywhere in the world. I can create videos anywhere in the world and still earn an income. So things like that is what you want to invest in yourself. You want to invest time, you want to invest money. Don't get me wrong, it didn't happen overnight. This was like 2-3 years ago, so don't think it happens overnight. I bought my camera, literally 2 years ago, maybe longer than that. So yeah, these things don't happen overnight, and don't trust anybody that tells you it does happen overnight. Invest some time, invest some money, learn yourself. If you don't want to pay for any courses, then I don't blame you, but learn from YouTube, learn from Skillshare. You might have to pay a little bit on Skillshare, but these are great platforms, these are great things to do, and to almost elevate kind of what you want to do and to get better at it, you need to invest time and money into it. And learning these kind of skills will give you that time freedom, will give you that kind of definitely location freedom, because me now, I know personally I could get a flight anywhere in the world and end up earning some kind of money, do you know what I mean? And that's a beautiful thing, and that's something which I've wanted to do for a while, and now I'm just getting to that point. So yeah, if you guys want to do stuff like that, then you need to reach out. You need to kind of watch people like myself who are 2-3 steps ahead of you, who want to leave the rat race, who have left the rat race, who are living kind of on their own terms and living this new way of life that society isn't conformed to. Definitely our parents anyway. Our parents didn't want us to do this. So yeah, it's a new way of living. It's the new kind of web kind of. The internet is crazy, the internet is massive. I don't think people actually understand the power of the internet right now, and it's still very early. Like, technology is still early, which is a scary thing. So don't think you're too late, don't think that you're kind of always at the back of the line, because you will get there. If you don't start today, someone else is going to start today, and before you know it, someone else is in front of you. So yeah, start as soon as you can. Get some advice from anybody that's kind of, like I say, ahead of you, and yeah, like, things will happen, you'll meet new people, you'll fall into places, and it will all be okay, man. But yeah, if you're watching this video now and you've got any questions, any ideas or any thoughts that you want to share, just put them in the comments. I'll reply to you. I'm sure other people in your position will reply to you, and that's how we'll network, and that's how we'll meet kind of like-minded people, is kind of through this channel and in the comment section. Maybe in the future I'll make a community and get everybody on board properly, but at the moment we'll just talk in the comments, man. We'll just talk about ideas, anything like that, because it's when you surround yourself with the like-minded people, that is when beautiful things happen, and that is when, you level up and you improve your quality of life. But do remember as well that working a 9 to 5 isn't the end of the world. Like, it's not actually a bad thing, and there's some 9 to 5s out there which will give you the flexibility that you can have. You may be able to work from home, or you may be able to do other things which I probably haven't spoke about in this video. It might sound quite biased, but that's just my mindset, and that's just kind of where I come from. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying on this video. So if you're working a 9 to 5, don't think that I'm hating or kind of disrespecting you. I just have a different mindset and a different opinion on certain things, which is what I use my YouTube channel for, just to kind of voice my feelings and to connect with people that are in similar positions to me. But no, my name's Cameron. Thank you everybody who's watched the video. If you've enjoyed it, I highly do appreciate it if you like and subscribe to the channel, as it helps me out massively and it motivates me to make more and kind of help you guys and make better content, because ultimately I want to make better content, you want better content from me. So yeah, show your support and I'll show my support back. If you want to get in contact with me, make sure that you follow me on Instagram and message me on there. That's probably the best way to get in contact with me. Over on my TikTok, also make videos. So yeah, follow the socials, link's going to be in the description. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments as well. But yeah, that's it for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.